So guys, we decided to play at the last moment the Big Tuesday 165 euros in Casino de Namur. It's one evening tournament, it's and go actually. The prize pool is gonna be guaranteed for 5,000 euros. Buy-in is 165, starting stake is 25k, and the blind is going up every 20 minutes. So we have a late registration of 7 levels. And yeah, it's gonna be a nice warm-up for the Winter Festival. Day 1 we're going to play in 2 days from today. Okay, I'm excited, let's go!
So we enter the tournament at level 4 with blinds 200, 400. The first hand we pick up ace 8 of suit in the bottom position. The undergun +1 player limps 400, it falls to us. And at the button we make a raise to 1.2k. The small blind calls, the big blind falls, and the undergun +1 players re-raise to 6.4k. So we limp, re-raise, pre-flop, very strong move, so we fold our hand. We pick up pocket 7s and with 22,800 in front of us. Undergun +1 raise to 1.4k. We option just to call here, and the small blind and the big blind calls as well. So we are going 4-way to the flop with 6,000 in the middle. The flop comes 5 deuce deuce rainbow. It's a very good flop for us. Small blind, big blind, and the undergun +1 player checks. So it's on us, and we bet 4,000. The small blind falls, the big blind falls, and the undergun +1 player sticks around and calls 4,000. So we're heads up in position to the turn, and the turn is another good card, the 4 of diamond, another undercard. He checks, we keep firing. This time we bet 6,000, and the undergun +1 player falls, and we take our first pot down, and it's a very nice one. The next hand we pick up ace king of diamond in a small blind position. The blinds are up to 300, 600. The hijack raised to 2,000. We re-raise to 6.8, and the hijack player goes all in, and we snap call of course. We show ace king of diamond, he shows ace king of hearts. So the flop is 2 hearts, we don't want to see any hearts. And the river is the 10 of diamonds, and we can relax now. It's a split pot, ace king versus ace king. Next hand we pick up jack 10 offsuit in the big blind. The hijack player raises 1.6. It's fold to us, and we call. It's the same guy of the last hand with ace king versus ace king. We are heads up and go to the flop with 4.1 in the middle. The flop comes ace queen 8. We check, he checks back. The turn is a jack of hearts. We pick up a piece. We check, he checks, and the river is a king of hearts. We made our straight, but there's also flush possibility. But we are going to try to make a small bet, and hopefully we can get him to call with a hand like ace with a small kicker, maybe queen jack or king queen, or maybe king. Just call, and we show a jack 10, and he shows us jack 10 as well. So we split again against this player. The next hand we pick up pocket 6s in the small blind position when the blinds are up to 400, 800. The cutoff raise 2,000. The button calls, we call as well, and the small blind, the big blind calls as well. So we're 4-way to the flop with 8,800 in the middle. King high, we check. Big blind check, the cutoff checks, but the button make a small and fast bet of 3,000. We are not gonna call and chase some 6, so we fold our hand and move to the next hand. Okay, the next hand we pick up queen jack offsuit in the hijack position. The blinds are up to 400, 800. We raise to 1.8. The small blind falls, and it's back to the big blind. The big blind calls the same player. We split 2 times in a row, so we're heads up. He checks in the dark, and the flop comes king 8-6, 2 diamonds. since we raise pre-flop, we can make a c-bet and represent the king, like ace king or king queen. We bet 2.2, but the big blind doesn't buy it and calls. So we go to the turn. The turn is a 3 of diamond. Possible flush game. He checks, we check big, and the river is a 4 of diamonds, so 4 diamonds on the board. He checks. The only way we can win the spot is by bluffing, and we are going to make a big bet of 6,000. But he calls, we show queen jack, he shows queen jack as well, the same hand, but he makes the flush this time. So we lost a big pot last hand. Now we pick up pocket tens, undergun limits for 800. We go all in. And everybody falls, and we take a small pot down. So the next hand we pick up pocket jacks in the undergun position. The blinds are 400, 800, and we raise to 2,500. The button calls is the same guy. We split our hand, and the small blind falls, and the big blind calls. So we're 3-way to the flop. The flop comes king high with 2 spades. The big blind checks, we check, and the button checks. So we go to the turn. The turn is the 3 of hearts. The big blind check again. We're going to check again because the king on the board, and the button checks. So we go to the river, and the river is deuce of hearts. The big blind checks. We option to check again, and the button checks back. The big blind shows queen 9 of hearts. We show our pocket jacks, and the button mugs his hands, and we win this spot.
So the break, the 64 entries, and we are the last 35 players. The blind is going to be, let's see, 750 and 1.5k big blind ante as well. We have like 25 to 30k, I don't remember anymore, but the blind is going very well, fast. It's a turbo tournament. The prize pool is now 9,000. I think it's the late registration ended, but maybe it's still one more level, I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, it's a fun tournament. First time I played a big Tuesday. Hopefully we can double up 1 or 2 times, because we have to, because the blind is going very fast and everybody is short stack. So yeah, we'll see what happens after the break. So we can relax for 10 more minutes, and then hopefully we can get the hand to double up and build up a stack to make it to the final table. Okay, let's go.
This hand we pick up ace king of hearts, another premium hand with blinds 500,000. The hijack raised to 4,000, and we go all in. Small blind and a big blind falls. It's back to the hijack, and he puts the calling chip, and our tournament is on the line. Ace king against tens, king in the window, very nice. And on the turn we make our full house and take a very big pot down. This hand we pick up ace king suited again, but this time the diamond blinds are 600, 1.2, undergun limps 1.2. We raise to 4.1, and the player left from us goes all in with 21,500. Everybody falls to us, and we call, of course. We show ace king of diamonds, he shows queen 8 of diamond, and the flop is king high with 2 diamonds. Very nice flop for us. And at the turn we get him drawing dead, and we take a nice pot down, and we are now up to 71,000. This hand we pick up pocket 6 in the big blind position. The blinds are 1k, 1.5k. The hijack makes a raise to 4.5k, and the cutoff goes all in immediately. It gets fold to us, so we are on, but the hijack makes a call before his turn. So okay, we are going to fold our hand, so we are not involved in the hand, but let's see what happens. The hijack shows pocket aces, the cutoff shows pocket jacks, so we were crushed. The flop is the 6 with 3 diamonds, don't do that to us. The turn is a diamond, and the river is the jack of hearts, so we were going to lose anyway. So the next hand we pick up Ace King of Suit. Small blind and big blinds 1k, 1.5k, hijack raise to 4k, the cutoff calls, and we make a re-raise to 13,000. Everybody falls and we take a nice pot down without a fight. So the next hand we pick up Ace Jack of Suit. With 76k in front of us, we make a raise to 4.5k. The small blind and the big blind call, so we go 3-way to the flop with 15,000 in the middle. Flop is 6-3-3 rainbow. The small blind and the big blind check, so it's back to us. We can represent high pockets here, over pockets or ace king or something. So we keep firing for 6.6 and they both fold and we take a 10k pot down. So the late registrations and the entry are closed, so that's the prize pool. The final table gets paid. The minimum payout is 275 and there is 2.6 on the top. So this end we are in the big blind position. The hijack raise to 6.5k. The small blind goes all in for 21,500 and we pick up pocket jacks and we go all in, of course, to isolate the hijack player. He thinks for a while, but at the end he makes a fold. So we are going to raise against the ace 10. It is the split pot guy. This time he has ace 10 of hearts. And we take his chip and bust him out of the tournament. So with the blinds 1.5k, 3k and 3k big blind ante, we pick up pocket jacks again. We raise to 8,000 and everybody falls to the button and he seems interested in the hand. He takes like 1 or 2 minutes to make a decision and he picks up some raising chips and make a re-raise actually to 24,000. And the small blind player goes all in immediately with 28,500. We go all in with our last 109,000 to put pressure on the button player, and he falls. So we are going to raise against pocket kings this time. Wow, we got lucky and we hit our 2 outer on the river and bust another player and take a nice pot of 54,000 down. The next hand we pick up ace queen of suit in the big blind position. The blinds are up to 2,000 and 4,000. The mid position raised to 9,000. The cutoff calls for 9,000. It falls to us and we are going to make a raise to 34,000 in total. The mid position falls and the cutoff falls as well, so we take another pot without a fight. That's always good. The next hand we pick up some ladies with 117,000 in front of us. Blinds are up to 2,000, 5,000. We make a raise to 16,000 in the undergun position. The player left from us, the undergun +1, goes all in for about 100,000. I'm not sure exactly how much you have, but he's gonna have around 100,000. Everybody falls, so we call, of course. We show pocket queens. He shows ace 10, so no ace, and we are good. And we bust another player and take his chips.
Okay guys, we are in the last break. The final table gets paid. The first place is 1,600 and the ninth place gets a minimum payout of 275. We are now with the last 12 players, so we have to get rid of 3 players so we can make the final table and get into the money. We have around 240, 250k and the average stake is 140. So we are doing great. I think maybe I will be one of the big stakes at the moment. Hopefully we can make the good run through to the final table, and through the final table maybe we can finish top 3 or something. Of course we hope to win this tournament. Only the first place counts for us. So okay, let's see.
So we have an all-in situation. If the king 9 holds, we are going to be in the final table. And yes, king 9 wins the hand, and we are at the final table and in the money. And we are like 2 hands later in the final table, and this happens. I'm gonna just let you enjoy the hand. Ace king versus kings versus queens versus queens.
Wow.
Wow.
Allez les cœurs. Ah non, putain, Freddy, pourtant il a jamais de chat.
And yes, the ace king is the shortest of the 4. We have a 4-way all in and no bust out. So the shortest stack quadrupled up and we have no bust. The next hand we pick up ace king of suit. The blinds are up to 4,000, 8,000. We have 267,000 in front of us. So we're going to try to steal some pots because the blinds are going and getting high. So we raise to 20,000 and they all fold. So we take another pot without a fight. The next hand we pick up ace king of spades. Blinds are up to 6,000, 12,000. There's so 30,000 in the pot already, and we make a raise to 30,000, and they fold again, and we take another pot without again a fight. This time we pick up 5, 10 of spades in the big blind position. The small blind calls, we check, and we go heads up to the flop. The flop comes king 10 5. We make 2 pair on the flop and the small blind makes a bet of 12k. We just call and we go to the turn. The turn is the deuce of spades. This time small blind checks, and of course we're gonna make a bet here. We bet 26k. Maybe we bet or maybe we could bet more, but okay, 26k. He makes a call and we go to the river with a pot of 112,000. The river is the 7 of clubs and immediately bets for 53,000. The flush gets there. There's possible that he has a flush here, but it's also possible that he has like king 9 or something, king jack, or maybe ace 10, or maybe 5-7 or something, or maybe jack 10. But there's also possible that he has a flush. But okay, it was hard to fold this hand, so we look up at his hand again. We have 2 pair, and we make the call. He shows jack 10 for the flush, and we lose almost 1/3 of our stack. A very big lose there. The next hand we pick up ace 7 in the big blind position. Blinds are 8,000, 16,000. We have less than 10 big blinds. The button goes all in for 61,000. We call of course with ace 7 of suit. We show ace 7. He shows ace deuce. Very nice. We do crush him. No deuce on the flop. So the turn is good. No chop possibilities. But the river is the deuce of diamond, and we lose another big chunk of our stack. The very next hand we have 77k. Hijack raise to 35,000. We go all in hand, he calls, and we run into kings. Very nice flop for us. Only the king can help him, and we do hold and double up. So after our last double up, we are back in business. And then a couple hands later this happens. 3-way all in ace 5 against queens against aces. The ace is the big stack, so if the aces can hold, we're gonna bust 2 player. And yes, aces hold, so the ace 5 and queens bust out the tournament. We make another 2 pay jumps. The next hand we pick up pocket 6 in the big blind position. The undergun player goes all in for 209. It's about 10 big blinds. We make the call. He shows ace king of suit, so we are going to raise again. We don't want to see an ace or a king. That's very good. The jack on the turn gives him a straight possibility as well, and we win this hand and bust another player. We didn't pick up our chips yet, and we pick up pocket aces, and the undergun +1 player goes all in. We call of course. He shows pocket 6s, and we are on the raise again. We don't want to see a 6. That's a very good flop. No 6 please, and we are good. And we make another bust out and take his chips. We pick up Jack 9 on the big blind, the small blind calls, we check, and we go heads up to the flop. The flop comes king high with 2 diamonds. We pick up this flush draw and a gut of straight draw for the 10. He bets 20k, we call, and we go to the turn. The turn is the king of hearts, so we don't improve. He checks, so we're happy to see a free river card and check back. And the river is 6 of diamonds, and he makes immediately bet of 80,000. It's like the same play that he did with our 10-5 against the Jack 10 of clubs. And he makes the exact same play, saying that he has a flush again, but I have the flush. So we are decided to make a re-raise here, but we're thinking about how much we can raise. We make 200,000, and he makes a fold, and we take a huge pot down.
The card for this? Can you drop some card for the...
So we pick up ace 4 of suit in the undergun position and raise to 55k. Small blind falls, big blind calls, and we are heads up to the flop. The pot is 140,000 and the flop is 10 high. He checks, we check back, and the turn is queen. He checks again, so we check again, and we go to the river. The 8 of club gives a jack high straight as well. He checks, and we check back. We show our ace high, and we do win this pot with ace high.
Okay guys, we are last 4 players. We locked up 950 euros. The next page I'm gonna be for third place 1266, second place is gonna be 1950, and the winner gets 2600. So we're doing great. We are less 4. I think I have around 700,000. The average is 400,000, but the blind is going to be 15,000, 30,000. So we are very short. I have around like 20 big blinds. So let's go.
So the hand after break, we are on a small blind actually with 10-9 of suit. Blinds are 15,000, 30,000, and the undergun player goes all in for 150,000. So we have like 5 big blinds left. The button falls, so it's back to us. We make the calculation and we decide to make the call. The big blind falls and the undergun player shows pocket queens.
Okay, he's still alive. 10.
Oh! And yes, we do. We make 2 pair and bust another player. We are now the last 3 players, and we pick up pocket 10s in the big blind position. The small blind calls, and we go all in. And the small blind player falls this hand. So that was actually the last hand we played, and after this hand they came to say to us that the casino was closing and we had to make an ICM deal. So we had close to 1 million and the other 2 players had about 300,000. So we are announced the winner of the tournament and won 2,184 euros. For first tournament of 2023 and our first final table and first victory already. So we call it off for today. We go to the cashier to cash out our money, and we add on another 2k profit to our bankroll.
Okay guys, it's 3:30, the tournament's finally over and we are the winner of the tournament after an ICM deal. We got 2.2 and the other guys got like something like 1.8k. So first tournament of 2023 and our first victory. It's a very good feeling just before the winter festival we are going to play. So okay, that's it. I'll see you next vlog guys.